It's in Your Hand online reading and writing workshops for struggling readers presents Part 1, Reading Comprehension Strategies by Nori Rim. Hi everyone, it's Nori Rim from It's in Your Hand Educational Solutions and Publications. Before we get started on our discussion about reading comprehension strategies for struggling readers, I'd really like to give you a little bit of background on me and why I do what I do. First of all, in 2013, I authored a book titled It's in Your Hand, a 7-step multisensory method to teach the fundamentals of reading and writing to children and adults. And this year, I took it a bit further and expanded the book to a comprehensive reading program called It's in Your Hand Systematic Multisensory Reading and Writing Program. And that targets beginning readers, learners with dyslexia, ESL students, and all other reading difficulties. Now you may ask, why would someone want to put all that time and energy into creating materials for struggling readers? Well, first of all, the greatest gift my parents gave me was the love of reading. Every evening, my mom and I would snuggle together and she would read me book after book after book. And as a result, I learned to love reading. Now, the second reason is I've served many years as an educator in several capacities. I was a classroom teacher, reading coordinator, dyslexia specialist, and finally, campus administrator. And during those years, I had the misfortune of observing too many students in classrooms with inappropriate reading materials and inappropriate reading instruction. As a result, I want to reach these students that have been passed over and just continue to go year after year without learning to read. So you can help me. If you know someone that struggles to read, if you know a teacher, a parent, or a tutor that needs instructional material, step-by-step instructional material to help a struggling reader, please let them know about these videos. Pass the videos on to them. And I hope that as you watch these videos, you come away with at least 1 or 2 new strategies to help a struggling reader and put into your instructional toolbox. And remember that reading is a gift. So pass it on to a struggling reader with It's in Your Hand. These multisensory reading comprehension strategies target learners with dyslexia, ESL students, beginning readers, and any other students with reading difficulties. And they also provide teachers, parents, and tutors with hands-on instructional tools for one-on-one instruction, small group instruction, and reading intervention. Let's begin this discussion by talking about the meaning of reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is the ability to understand written words and text. Now, reading comprehension is necessary because it gives meaning to the words on the page. It helps readers make sense of the information provided in the text, and it assists students with making connections between new knowledge and old knowledge. The materials needed for this activity are a copy of the reading passage. You'll need a pair of scissors, a stapler or tape, highlighter, and notebook paper or computer paper. This activity will take approximately 45 to 60 minutes. Step 1. To begin this activity, you will first need to identify the beginning, middle, and end of the reading passage and number each part at the top of the passage. Once you have identified these 3 parts of the text, Cut the text into 3 separate parts. Finally, staple each part of the text to an individual sheet of paper. Step 2. Previewing the text. Once the text is stapled or taped to the 3 sheets of paper, scan each part for vocabulary that your student would find challenging. Then highlight each word so that it stands out as the student reads. Next, write each word at the bottom of the notebook or computer paper. Step 3. Review vocabulary and discuss theme. First, segment each vocabulary word. Then read each word to the student 2 times. Discuss the meaning of each word, and then ask the student to read each word 2 times. Next, discuss the main theme or themes of the story. And finally, ask student if they think the story is real or make-believe. Step 4. Begin reading. Before asking the student to read, an adult should read 1 or 2 paragraphs in the beginning of the first passage to the student. Once the student has heard you read 1 or 2 paragraphs, ask them to read the beginning of the passage out loud to you. After reading out loud, then ask the student to read the passage silently. Once the student has completed 2 to 3 readings, ask student to either tell you 3 to 4 main ideas, which you will transcribe below the reading passage, or have them write the main ideas below the reading passage. How you handle this step will depend on the student's writing ability. If they're able to write, then they can complete this step themselves. If not, then you will do the transcribing. Finally, repeat this step with the middle and end of the reading passages. Step 5. Questions and reflections. Once your students have finished reading the beginning, middle, and end of the passage, ask them to share their reflections of the entire text. Once that's done, the student is ready to answer any comprehension questions. Now that we've completed our discussion of this reading comprehension strategy, let's do a quick review. After facilitating this reading comprehension strategy with your students, they will be able to read and decode the vocabulary in the text, make connections between the vocabulary and the text, recognize the beginning, middle, and end of the text, identify the main theme or themes in the text, write or retell 3 to 4 important details in each part of the text, and finally, they'll be able to comprehend the entire reading passage. If you enjoyed this video and would like to explore our other learning tools, please visit our website at itsinyourhandreadinghelps.com. And if you know someone else that would benefit from this video, feel free to pass it on. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. You can call us or email me at nori@itsinyourhandreadinghelp.com. And thanks for watching.